Welcome to another episode of the British Columbia Real Estate Podcast. It's episode 24 in the podcast studio with Jeff Chadha, JC Homes. Diving right into this episode there, Jeff, I wanted to ask you, based on what's happening primarily in the Fraser Valley market area right now, do you feel that there might be some hope for buyers out there? Do you feel that the real estate market might be cooling off? Very important question. Wanted to know your thoughts, opinions, and views on this topic.
Well, considering you jumped right into this and wouldn't let me make fun of you in the beginning, so because I was normally going to say who else we've been in the studio with, but let's jump right into it again. So is there hope for buyers coming up, and what's happening is basically your question, what you're asking. You know, what's happening today opposed to, well, let's be real about it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Right? Mm-hmm. The market is completely different as weeks go on. Normally in a traditional market, we would say in a comp of 3 months. Now, forget 3 months. Forget 3 weeks. It's almost 3 days.
Yeah, that's right.
So with that being said, what I'm seeing right now in the market, and this is, Rick, you remember, we're active agents. We're in the field. We're not sitting in the office all day long. We're actually out there getting listings, having buyers, doing buyers tours. So we are literally out there.
The nitty gritty.
Yeah. So are there hope? Is there hope for buyers? I would definitely say there is. What I've been noticing, and Rick, me and you've been talking about this, and not only us, but almost every realtor, every newspaper, every media has been talking about inventory. Our inventory is quite low. So because our inventory is low, buyers don't have too many options, creating it a seller's market. And we've seen in some complexes, believe it or not, within 1 month, this townhouse complex went from $1 million, 1.05, 1.15, now to 1.275. 1 month. Right? That is crazy. Right?
Crazy.
So, but that was because in that one complex, one unit came out, and then after that, the next unit came out the next week. Then after that, the next unit came out the next week. So it was still no inventory, but it was almost kind of like strategic, which I don't blame the sellers and I don't blame the agents. You're there to do the best for your client. Now, with that being said, one thing I have noticed actually, and not only me, I've talked to many realtors about this, if we are now kind of seeing inventory pick up. More and more listings are coming to market, and offers. For instance, like Cloverdale one we sold not too long ago. If this was maybe 4 weeks ago, we probably would have seen about 20 offers at least. This time we didn't see 20 offers, we saw 7. Those 7 are very, very strong offers though. We didn't get those low ballers. We didn't get under asking. We had 7 strong, but it decreased from 20. So what is that telling me? That's telling me that a lot of buyers are getting fed up. A lot of these investor buyers are saying, what's the point? And a lot of people that are very serious are just getting frustrated and saying, screw it. Right? I'm not going to get into multiple offers. I'm not going to do this. What's going on? It's almost like an awakening. That what am I doing? So with that being said, also with our spring market, more listings traditionally have always come up in the spring market. So we are seeing that too. Now, Rick, you know, I'm not a stats person, but if you look at this time last month, January 2022, I think in 9 working days, I believe there was roughly about 500 listings that came up, roughly give or take. But this month, at the same time frame, about 9 working days, it's doubled. It's like 1,000. So the listings have picked up. But if you look at the stats too, the sales from the same day were 400 in January for Fraser Valley,
Yeah.
And this month it's 500, but the listings have picked up, but not the sales. So if you're a stats person, that means a lot. So do buyers have chances now? I would say, yeah. I would say, this could be the change that everybody was expecting and just didn't know when it was happening. Like, how high can you go before it starts coming down? So I'm not saying it's gonna like this and crash, right? I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying buyers are gonna have more options. It's gonna create more inventory, which means that they have more choices. And we've talked about buyer's market versus seller markets before in a previous show. And if you don't know what we're talking about, then go to our channel, go find that episode, right? Because we're not gonna talk about that again at this time.
Definitely not.
But yeah, sorry, to answer your question again, because I know I ramble on a lot. Do buyers have a chance? I would say so. More and more chances as more and more listings come up.
Okay, perfect.
But also everybody, now,
Yeah,
I gotta finish this part.
Sorry.
Everybody's situation is different. So what might be right for somebody for their time to buy might not be right for somebody to buy. Might be right for somebody to sell, could be not right for them to sell. So everybody, and please remember this, I tell a lot of clients this, everybody's situation is different for them.
Yeah, no, definitely. Everyone has their own situation going on, right? Wanted to know your opinion as well about, where do you see pricing heading, especially here in the Lower Mainland and Fraser Valley, in the next, let's say, 5 years, 10 years? Like, where is pricing headed? Like, I've seen homes in my area that I could say should not be listed at a certain amount, like a ridiculous amount, and they're just kind of just sitting there. And I'm just like, okay, so maybe in 5 to 10 years, like, where is your home price gonna be at? We're like, it's just going too crazy right now compared to wages.
So Rick, I thought this was supposed to be a serious show, right? 5 to 10 years. I can't tell you 5 to 10 months, let alone 5 to 10 weeks. Right, it's very hard to answer that question, and if a realtor does know that, an analyst knows that, somebody out there, if you know that 100%, you give me a call and let me know, because I will invest with you if you know that far out of what's happening here and what's happening there. It's hard to say, Rick. There's so many factors involved. Just not our local market. Right, not our local politics. Right, there is so many things involved in it that can affect our market. So 5-10 years, there's no which way I think anybody can actually answer that question, given an actual logical answer. Right, I just don't see it, and if somebody does have that, and they can predict changes like this, then forget Nostradamus, right? I think that person will be the new Nostradamus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out 5 to 10 years, is the benchmark price going to be
$2 million? You're just trying to stump me. That's what you're trying to do, right? It's not going to happen, right? But I get it. I get what you're saying,
right? It's just out of control right now, hoping that maybe it might just plateau or stabilize for a little bit. I'm not saying crashing either, but I'm saying maybe prices might just kind of stay stagnant for a little bit, just because so many people want to come here that I don't see it's staying stagnant for very long. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, guys, and I have subscribed to our channel in the comment box, and I will send you out a free JC Homes hoodie. And to the last couple of people from our last episode, we will be sending out you guys free hoodies next week. All right. And if you're hesitant about giving your information to us for whatever reason, no need to worry. But if that's the case, you can also schedule a arranged pickup in the Fleetwood area of Surrey during regular business hours during the weekday. Okay, so...
Or I can give you Ricky's home address.
No, don't do that. Please don't.
It'll be in the description below.
The phone number will be, all right? And if you want to comment about me getting a potential Christmas bonus this year, please also drop us a line for my sake. Thank you.
So we're going to edit that part out, right? About this Christmas bonus stuff. Right?
JC Homes, on behalf of JC Homes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, Jeff, since Canada's inflation rate has hit 30-year high of 4.8%, I wanted to ask you, do you feel that the government can have a grip on this and maybe calm this inflation down? Is there any hope?
For the government to do something?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to get banned.
We don't want to get banned.
So let's just relate this back to real estate. And forget about talking about all sectors, but inflation can talk about everything, a lot of things. Let's just talk about real estate. And let's more importantly, let's talk about BC real estate.
Yes.
So can the government get a grip on BC real estate. If I can rephrase it that way?
Yeah, of course.
My question to that is, what do you expect the government to do? Honestly, I mean, what can they really, really do? Now, I mean, people might be upset, people might be ticked off, have their opinions here, forget about what party is in power. What do you really expect the government to do? All they can really do is impose taxes. They can't force you to sell your home. They can't force you not to sell your home. They can't force you to put, okay, well, your home here can only be worth $500. You can't do that. So the only way that they can control anything is taxes. That's all they can really do. And how much more do taxes need to go up? How much more? I understand there's a lot of frustration out there. I completely get it. I'm a homeowner myself. It gets very frustrating. But at the same time, what do you really expect them to do? We're living in Canada. We're not in a communist country where the government has full power, full control. Now, someone might give a snappy, weird, common answer about that, but reality is reality. Government, all they can really do is impose taxes. That's really all they can do. I don't want to get into, would love to get into a different topic, but we'll talk about that when we have our mortgage brokers and accountants here. Very soon.
Yeah.
But so to answer your question about government-wise, I don't expect the government to do too much. I can't expect anything that way. I mean, they raise taxes. You're going to make these people upset, right? So there's give and takes. Right?
Everyone's trying to look towards the government for some kind of bailout, right? Whether it's affordable housing or inflation in this case, anything real estate related, just they're looking for some kind of answer from somebody, whether it's God or whether it's the government. Right?
No, but I don't blame people because prices have gone crazy, right?
Too crazy.
But what do you really expect them to do? I can't see them do anything. What can they really do? Now, there was talks about when the elections were happening about, well, the ultra rich or, taxing the people that make this much money, this. But once again, it's taxing, right?
Yeah.
You can only tax. You can't force someone to do this. You can't force someone to do that. Right? So what do you expect the government to do besides taxing? I mean, if anyone out there has an answer to this, I would love to hear it.
Tax everything. Right? Like, really. Seems like it to me. Right? I'm no fortune teller, but just...
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. Definitely not. All right? We absolutely love getting reach outs from you guys. If you're thinking about moving to British Columbia or relocating to British Columbia, especially the Fraser Valley or Lower Mainland, definitely give us a call. My number will be 778-682-4545 on the screen. And you guys already know Jeff's number. It'll be on the screen as well. And also, if you're migrating from a smaller town like myself, I came and moved to the Lower Mainland in 2006 from Quesnel, British Columbia, a really small town in BC. I can give you a really good insight on where to possibly move here, what areas to avoid, the good, bad, and ugly, all right? And Jeff will bring his expertise, him being born in Vancouver and raised in Richmond, BC. He will also bring his expertise and we slap it all together and help you guys out, all right? So don't forget to give us a call if you're thinking about moving to and or around anywhere in BC, especially Fraser Valley and the Greater Vancouver area. Okay? Any final thoughts, Jeff, about this episode before we wrap it up here?
No, I'm good. We got open houses tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. How were they?
Today, open house was really busy. I mean, like I said, inventory coming out. If this was a few weeks ago, it would have been a little bit different, but doesn't mean that people aren't still out there hunting. Right? Mm-hmm. We're at that time right now where how much longer is going to go up till it starts coming down?
That's right, guys. Right? We're giving you the in time, what's going on right now on a weekly basis, not something that you're checking on Facebook or the news that's could be maybe persuading you to think another way. We're telling you right now what's happening in the market to our current situation and areas, okay? And also, Jeff, you want to touch on the new February edition of the magazine here for JC Homes?
I don't really want to touch on it. You always touch on it. But yeah, the new issue's out.
New issues out. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll put a link in the...
We'll put the QR code, actually, on the site right here. So they can actually just get the QR code and subscribe that way.
Perfect. We'll give you guys the QR code. We might even put it on the screen, actually. Over to the left. I don't know if
hopefully.
Might work, might not, but if it does, subscribe, all right, to this amazing magazine. This one's actually really nice.
Well, what do you think actually really nice? Well, the last one was like, not nice. So you're saying actually nice?
I like the cover on this one better, personally. February edition.
So we actually are looking to hire a new host for the show.
Okay, so having said the magazine, so cop it, get it. It's free. Subscribe to that. Okay, now on to just wrapping it up here. We have a lot of really cool episodes for you guys. I know we've been talking about all these episodes coming, and it's been hard to shoot them all, but they're coming. Next week, we have a special guest coming in, a realtor from the Fraser Valley area, a very prominent realtor here, and we're looking really forward to having her on next week, so watch out for that episode. Jeff also has a very big announcement coming as well on the next episode. I can't talk about too much now.
Yeah, we can't say too much, but...
even though I want to, but we can't.
It's a big one. It's a big one, especially for real estate in general. The Fraser Valley real estate, all our memberships, a bunch of realtors. It's a big announcement, and one that I'm very, very excited and proud about. So stay tuned for that announcement. I'm very, very proud of this, and really energized. So it's actually taking a lot not to talk about it right now, but it will be talked about.
It's coming, guys, okay? And a lot of other new episodes. I got a very special episode I'll be filming end of March. New technology in construction, which is going to be phenomenal. All about all these prefabricated homes and just building materials that they're coming out with a local company here that's just doing phenomenal, state-of-the-art new construction technologies. I'm super excited about that, and I will be going to the British Columbia, home and gardening show. This is my first year, sorry, but I'm going to be checking out there. They have some prefabricated homes there as well. There's going to be one on display. I'm going to be shooting a video for you guys in there as well. I'm super excited about that. Other episodes, we still got the accountant episode coming in. Bunch of other ones.
The accounting episode was supposed to be sooner, but there'll be clips about my Calgary trip.
Yes.
Coming up. Like I said, I just came back from Calgary.
Yes, he did.
We have Brian Paganaban from Calgary. When I went down there and met him, and we saw a bunch of houses. So that interview is also coming up. Perfect. The accounting one, it's just some crazy busy times.
Yeah, sorry guys, we can only do one a week at this time, but it's coming. And my highly anticipated Prince George moose hunting video also coming very soon, guys. Been working really hard on that video.
Highly anticipated?
Highly anticipated. So many people have been asking me about it.
I haven't seen one.
You haven't, but I have, all right? And it's coming.
I'm just joking.
Stay tuned for that one. And I'm going to be shooting some more videos in Prince George, British Columbia, coming up really soon. Might even go bear hunting in a couple of months, okay? So stay tuned for that. And that's pretty much it, unless you want to add anything else.
No, I'm good, Rick. I'm good.
Okay, guys, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Of course, if you want to learn all about living in beautiful British Columbia, the #1 place to live in the world. Don't just take my word for it. Do your own research and catch us on the next episode, guys. British Columbia Real Estate Podcast. Jeff Chadha, JC Holmes, Ricky J. We are signing out. See you guys later.